Hello, everyone. Welcome to your weekly tech update, the show that explores the newest, coolest, and sometimes mind boggling side of tech available on the interwebs. I'm your geek navigator, Ray McNeil. Coming up on the program today, the Void's new Avengers VR experience lets you control new Iron Man suits. Tesla's smart summon has been used more than 500,000 times, and regulators are now looking into its failures. And happening in this week's What the? A ramp hero rams into an airport cart spinning out of control right before it wreaks some serious havoc. That and a whole lot more coming up on today's edition of your weekly tech update. Next. We consider the Oculus Quest to be the best VR headset right now, and it will get even better in the coming months. In the more immediate future, a new cable will allow the Quest to plug into a PC and play games designed for the higher-end Rift headset. Then in 2020, a software update will add controller-free hand tracking to the mix as well. Oculus, owned by Facebook, announced the feature at Oculus Connect recently. The upcoming hand tracking update will enable natural interaction through hand and finger movements without the need for a controller, any external sensors, special gloves, or even a PC. This capability began as a research project at Facebook Reality Labs. Oculus says it uses deep learning to understand the position of a user's hands and fingers as tracked by the Quest's onboard cameras. And then that translates the information into VR. The computer vision team developed a new method of using deep learning to understand the position of your fingers using just the monochrome cameras on the Quest. No active depth sensing cameras. Additional sensors or extra processors are required. This technology is amazing, and it approximates the shape of your hand and creates a set of 3D points to accurately represent your hand and finger movement in VR. It will be up to developers now to run with this and make immersive experiences, but it certainly looks promising. Oh, I can't wait. We at last know when we get to take to the virtual skies in Marvel's Iron Man VR. It'll hit PSVR on February 28th, 2020. It was previously earmarked for 2019, but of course there was some delays. Developer Camouflage also released a story trailer which focuses on Ghost, that's Tony Stark's adversary. In Iron Man VR, Stark has retired from making weapons to spend more time creating tech to aid his alter ego's battle against evil. But Ghost holds a grudge against him after witnessing all the damage that his weapons have caused. Ghost, a longtime antagonist of Iron Man in Marvel's comics, appeared in the movie Ant-Man and the Wasp. Here, she's a hacker and an anti-corporate activist who repurposes old Stark Industries weapons. She attacks Stark locations around the planet, which will inevitably lead to a showdown with Iron Man. Meanwhile, the developer revealed what the $50 Iron Man VR Digital Deluxe Edition includes. Along with the game, which will itself cost $40, you'll receive 12 research points to unlock weapons and upgrades earlier than you would through normal gameplay. A digital copy of the soundtrack, 4 Iron Man armor skins, and a PS4 theme. Pre-order bonuses include another 4 Iron Man looks, a second theme, and a 1-month trial of Marvel Unlimited. I'm not actually sure what that is, but knowing Marvel, I'm sure it's pretty cool. CNET's live stream test is over and the results are in. Samsung's new Galaxy Fold didn't make it all the way through the durability test, but it survived around 120,000 automatic folds. After an attempted launch this past spring marred by complaints of screen problems on pre-production review units, Samsung's foldable phone was released September 27th with key design changes. and a more durable construction. The phone costs $1,980 because they just couldn't bear to say that it would cost you $2,000, and retains the novel feature that made headlines when Samsung teased the device back in November: a foldable screen that can bend, flex, and open up into a tablet that is 7.3 inches in size. Consumers have shown a lot of interest in the device, but there are legitimate concerns about how well its cutting-edge foldable screen will hold up over time. CNET has written an in-depth review of the Galaxy Fold, calling it a promising step towards the foldable phones of the future, but with important issues that still need to be ironed out. That includes its fragile screen, limited battery life, and of course the cost. To test its durability, SquareTrade, a San Francisco-based company that offers warranties for consumer electronics and appliances, developed a machine that can open and close the Galaxy Fold repeatedly, thousands of times over. SquareTrade's separate test of the Galaxy Fold also showed that the device failed at around 120,000 folds with pixel blob and deteriorated hinge action. The plan was to fold the phone 200,000 times consecutively to mimic the number of times a person would open and close the Fold over a 5-year period. CNET expected the test to last up until 10 a.m. on October 4th, which is about how long they estimated it would take for the test phone to hit 200,000 folds. They ended the test around 2 a.m. That was after 119,380 folds that left the hinge damaged and half the screen blacked out. That number of folds, by the way, is equivalent to around 3 years of use. Home robots could make all of our lives much easier. And perhaps most importantly, they could allow seniors to live more independently. But training robots to operate in homes is difficult because each home is unique and filled with so many objects in different combinations and layouts. Toyota Research Institute may have a solution, however, using virtual reality to change the way that we train our robots. The VR training system allows human teachers to see what the robot is seeing live in 3D from its sensors. The teachers can then instruct the robot and note the 3D scene, for instance, adding a note on how to grasp a handle. This allows humans to teach robots arbitrary tasks with a variety of objects instead of specific tasks like they would perform in a more controlled setting. TRI's system allows the robots to be more flexible. They don't require a complete map of the house. Instead, they only need to understand the objects that are relevant to a behavior being performed. And thanks to fleet learning, once one robot is trained in a task, well, they all learn it. The system isn't perfect yet. In its video, TRI reminds viewers that it creates research prototypes, not product concepts. Still, the VR-based system could change the way robots learn and how we're able to use them in different settings.